Commissioner, July 1st is here. New sales and use taxes are in effect. What do you want businesses to know? How should they be, what should they be doing to make sure they're complying with all the new laws?
Well, probably the most important thing is check. Ask us. We have a check-in on the website. We are posting new information there every day. We have done already some high-cut distribution on this. We will be following up with more information. But if people have a question, the first answer is to ask, and we will give the best advice we can. We have a raft of sales tax changes that are moving out through the state of Connecticut, and so we have every expectation that not every one of them is going to be caught up with in time. But the best way is to check the website, to contact the department, frankly to check with CBIA, because we have shared information there, and I know that business organizations throughout the state have had information from us that they're disseminating to their participants.
Any areas in particular that you think are going to be more burdensome that you want to alert businesses to?
Well, it's a short turnaround. I mean, the short turnaround in particular, I think that the big items, obviously, are the fact that clothing under $50 is coming off. People will probably see that, and I think that most of the retailers will know that. I think most of the retailers are going to get the fact that non-prescription drugs are now a taxable item. Most of the retailers are going to understand that the tax has gone up to 6.35. There are some other areas like cosmetic surgery, which turns out to be happening in many more places than I ever dreamed, particularly Botox injections and beauty salons, which are cosmetic surgery under the new law. Nail salons, manicurists, some of those services, those will probably be the ones that we have the most difficulty in sort of getting people to know the new law and get compliant with the new law.
Okay, and then August 1st comes around, and we've got another new law that's really going to affect everyone. What do you want employers and employees to know about the income tax and the withholding changes?
The new changes in the income tax are effective July 1, but the withholding responsibilities begin on August 1st. Let me say before I comment on that if you happen to be a quarterly filer, you've got to catch up with it starting with your September filing as well. So that back on the withholding, as of August, people will be seeing a significant change in their withholding. The income tax has, for many taxpayers, increased in terms of the rate that will be charged. There are 6 brackets instead of 3. The high-end bracket is significantly higher and has a reach back. The lowest end bracket is sort of being phased down, so that's not as generous. But more important, this is going to be the catch-up year. So from August through December, all of us who have withholding will see 12 months of withholding under the new tax taken out of our paychecks. People are probably not going, no matter whether they've heard of it or thought about it or not, that's going to seem like a big hit. And it is. I have no qualms about that. So the employers we have worked with to make sure that the withholding tables have been published well in advance. They've been out for already a month or so. That goes to the companies who do the withholding for larger companies. For smaller companies, the information is there. And for the families and for the people who are paying it, be prepared and make sure that your employer has done it, because if the new withholding doesn't start in August, it's not that the tax isn't going to be due. All of it's going to be due once the tax is paid in the year of payment, and no one wants to do that.
Okay, now if employers have any questions, what should they do?
Well, I think, one, go online to the Department of Revenue Services, which is ct.gov/DRS, or you just go to the Connecticut State Government website, go to Revenue Services, and it'll be easy to find. They're certainly welcome to do that. They're certainly welcome to call in to the department as well, either my office or the legal department. Or I think, frankly, contact some of their business associations and groups like CBIA, because there's information to be had there as well.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.